Hi everyone, and welcome to another week of art. Thanks for the cave paintings. There's one great thing. I love seeing what you come up with. And in my mind, I think, oh, I would do it this way. But one of the great things about seeing all the Mead students is how you go about doing it. So it's great. This week we're gonna go from cave art, which was about 30, 40,000, 20,000 years ago. We're going to fast forward to just 4,000 years ago, and we are going to investigate the pyramids of Egypt. I have some videos for you to watch which do a much better job than I could describing the pyramids of Egypt. And then you're going to actually build a pyramid of your own in your house, either inside or outside, using materials that you figure out. And you're going to, just like the cave art, you're going to have to think, what would be the best materials to use? Blocks, Legos if you have them, books, canned goods. What would be a good material to use to build a pyramid? Bricks, if you had bricks. So the pyramids. Your pyramid is going to have a square base. And a square has 4 equal sides. Later I'm going to show you how to make sure that you have a true square. And then it's going to build, this is an aerial view, which means looking down on it. You're going to build to the top. If we were looking at it from the side, it would look something like this. Triangle. Going there. But these pyramids, the Pyramid of Egypt, of Giza, was, for the last 4,000 years old, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world. And it was, from here to here, it was 481 feet tall. It had millions of individual bricks, and it took about 10 to 20 years to build it. Think about how old you are, and none of you, when you were born, you would still be working on the pyramid. If you're 15 years old, or if you're 10 years old. I find it's very easy, and there were burial chambers, but I find it's very fascinating to know that just like in all human endeavors, people figure things out as they go. So originally the ruling class of Egypt, they buried themselves in the ground, but animals dug them up. So the first pyramid, or one of the first things, it was just a step. And it may have just looked like this, with a little door. And it was called a mastaba. Mastaba. So it wasn't very tall, but if you think about it, and then they built another one on top, and another one on top, and that's how the pyramid got started. But the videos will tell you more about that. So I enjoy seeing how and what you come up with. I'm now going to show you a trick on how to make a perfect square. So we know that a square has 4 equal sides. But sometimes drawing a square can be a little tricky. So I'm going to show you a few tricks. Your pyramid should be at least 16 inches long, which is much longer than this. Let's see if I can show you on this one. From here to here is 16 inches. So I'm going to show you first how to check and make a square. So I'm going to make, for this square, I'm going to just make a 9-inch square. So I'm just going to put this on my ruler so you can see where 9 inches are. So I'm going to start by first drawing 9. Then I'm going to do the best I can to create a right angle right here. but with a ruler, it can be tricky. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to try another. Now you're not going to be drawing on your ground unless you do it in your driveway with chalk. And then I'm going to go from this one to this one. That should be 9 inches. Now, is that a perfect square? Well, it looks pretty good. To check yourself, you always want to measure from a corner to the opposite corner, and from this corner to this corner. And they should equal themselves. If they do, you know you've got a square. So I'm going to use this ruler, and I'm going to put it in that corner, and you can see I have 12.5 inches. And over here I have basically 12.5 inches. It looks like this is a little bit wider. Now if this was 13 inches, I would move it in. Square. If you're working inside, I recommend making little L's with tape. And these will be your corners. So I would start with 9 inches. Let's do a 9-inch one right here. Move that up. Okay. 9 inches. Take a piece of tape. This inside is going to be my corner. I'm going to put it right there. Rip another one. Now when I did mine at home, and I'm going to show you an example of it, I got real aggressive and I said I'm going to make a huge pyramid. I would try it out a little bit because I was going 60 in. I think I was going maybe 3 feet on the sides, 3 feet here, and I ran out of material, so I had to bring it and make it a little smaller. So I think if you stay under that 16 inches right around there, you also have to read your materials. So here's my square. Let me check it and see if it is equal. This side to this side, 12.5, a little bit more. This side to this side, 12.5. So that's pretty good to build. If for some reason these were off a little bit and this one's longer, well, you have to just bring it in until you have roughly your good square. Now when I start building with my materials, I start building within that square. Okay, can't wait to see your pyramids. Build on, Egyptians.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.